Target locked.
Alright, we're gonna go over the bare minimum stats that has been formulated by a few people to be able to push gear raid 119. You're wanting to have about 3 DPS, preferably mages, AoE mages, of course. Suggested ones here, obviously, preferably. But this is even being able to be done with Aeonas, Lightlocks, very free to play friendly units. But what you're looking for is about 14,000 attack. That may seem like a lot, but mainly if you just do attack, 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 and if you can get curse set, obviously that's going to help you a lot with this because you're almost always going to have the maximum amount of increased damage, which is extra 30% almost the entirety time because it's just wave after wave of enemies. Now I have Vierna and I have Comet, but like I said, well-geared Lightlock, well-geared Aeona can get this done. I use Dolores, and this is my stats for Dolores, and also Autumn to get in some extra crit damage and crit rate. That way I didn't have to get the 100% crit rate. My units do have 100% now, but I lowered it down to 70 to push out more attack. And with her fully skilled up, which she's just a rare, so she's easy to skill up, you can get the extra 30% to get to the 100 and get an extra 60% crit damage, which is huge. And both of them, their ults are up fairly quickly. I'll go ahead and turn off power dominance and go into an auto fight, and that way I don't have to mess with placing it myself and go over the placements in the fight. I use the Abomination Wrath, Salazar, and Volka. However, if you can just get the... Oh, it still has the power dominance. One moment. Is it just gonna keep it up? I'll just go over the placements. Just to get the Abomination up to max speed bonus with the Wrath, with their faction buff, the max attack speed, I place Comet immediately in the top corner. Because this could be Aeona, this could be Lightlock. If it is going to be Lightlock, I would switch the position, and if you use Aeona or substitute any two mages for these, I would put the first one here in that case for the mage, and I would place Lightlock last, and I'll speak of that when that time comes. Generally, of course, you would want it over here, just so he could focus heal on to the DPS specifically, but he's still going to get hit by the AoE damage no matter where he is, so he's going to lose his stacks at some point. So having him here and being able to do as much as he can to keep the Abomination alive is going to be probably your best bet still. So then I immediately pop down Dolores and Autumn just so they can get going. As soon as I get enough, I place my Irna just so they can get going. And I like to get them all the way in first and then pop. And you want to make your damage threshold is you need these all dead before she gets this. Obviously, I have the mark thing, so it's going to be well above. I would immediately press down the Wrath real quick just to get the attack speed going on A-Bomb a little bit quicker. It tricks the game into thinking there's two still, so he's already got that stack going. I then place Volka here to get a little self-healing on everyone when they attack. And then lastly, Salazar in the middle, because the boss will go up through the middle if the wall happens to get broken, and Salazar will be your best bet of intercepting the boss and taking care of it. And then you just want to wait until you see the healings down, you just go through. You wait until the bar goes down. I don't have anyone here attacking for me to attack at the moment. But as soon as it goes down, then you immediately pop your Autumn and your Dolores ults if you got them. Laurel's could also be, if you don't have Dolores, Laurel could be an option for Dolores. Autumn would be easy to build for anyone. She's just a rare. And Laurel's, like I said, a good option. But you just want to wait and just right after the healing's done and get them cleared as much as you can. Obviously, like I said, this is going well because of the power of dominance, but when I finally beat this, the wall still did go down, but I was able, there was enough few left that I was able to catch them with the A-Bomb, Salazar, and Volca, and defeat the boss still. So now that I'm just left with that, I'll go ahead and quit that out and show the damage numbers. Of course, it'll be a little bit higher, but this is pretty similar. Obviously, you want this much DPS for year 3. Even with the power dominance, when I completed it, it was still about this much. Salazar and Volca were just there, and Wrath were just there to buff Abomination to max attack speed. So that's kind of the bare minimum stats that are needed to be able to kill in between the heal bursts. I'll go ahead and fight it without this and see if it goes through without the power dominance. I've switched some gears around since then, but it should still be the same. So like I said, comment first, Dolores, Autumn. Pop in the Virna and let them come in. Start popping buffs. Throw in the A-Bomb. Gonna go ahead and Virna to get rid of all of it. Throw down Wrath. Get rid of Wrath. Timing's just good enough to get Vortex up for the healing. This could also be the attack-based healer that also gives rage regen. It would be pretty good. Brain farting on the name right now. Throw in the last buff. Watch the Jungle's Grace. Look at the healing. Wait for those numbers to disappear. Blow my ults. I'm still clearing the waves in between the healing for the most part. There's just a few standing by. So got the ults coming in. We'll go ahead and Vortex because the damages are coming in. That way you can focus healing on Abomination. Let's go ahead and pop them. Didn't wait for healing to go through, but I think it'd still be fine. Still clearing him pretty well. Boss is moving in. And we're bound to just the big guys left. And wall looks still pretty healthy. It's a little under half. But we'll go ahead and wait for this healing to go through. Let's go ahead and pop our ults. Finish off the last of them. The wall's getting kind of low, but there you have it. Without the power dominance, My stats are slightly better than when I finally did it for the first time, but only slightly. Um, it did even complete faster than my first time, so there you go. That's fine. But yeah, these are my A bomb apparently did more than Comet there at that time. But still, Salazar Volca, literally just there to buff up Abomination. So that's kind of the bare minimum stat you're looking for. 14,000 attack, set if you can get Autumn easily built up, 70% crit, and as much crit damage as possible. Skills, obviously, if you can get them up, the better. But these similar stats, I've seen Aona and Lightlock be able to do that damage. Any other AOE DPS that you might have. All right, so hopefully that helps some people.